How's it going, guys? My name is Jarred, and welcome back to Year Walk. Now, where we left off before, we had been finding these little myling, ghosty children and bringing them to this horse guy in the water. I'm not sure what that's going to yield. We've also found a key. This guy has a key as well, so I imagine when we find all the little mylings, we're going to get another key. I don't know how many keys we need to get to the gate up north, but let's go ahead and just start where we left off before and see what happens. So I think what we were going to do is going to go up, try to find a way up here, because it looks like there's another one of those runestones, and we had found two of the runestones for putting them in here. So I want to see if we can find that third one. So we need to go up. We'll be back, horseman. So this apparently is some way, according to the map, this line leads straight to the hill, which looks like there's another one of those runestones there. So, but I don't see any way to do anything in here yet. So maybe we can't do that yet. Well, perhaps we need to find all the little the children. Oh. Okay, so I decided to come back up to the windmill, and there's blood, which means I have a feeling one of those mylings are here. Oh dear. Oh. Oh! Hi. Sorry. Let's just keep doing this because why not? Does it do anything? Oh. Well, let's get you to the horseman. Okay. We only need one more of the mylings. And it's in that creepy kiln. And I have no idea how to get in there. Don't really want to get in there, but I need to for the story. I need to open this. It's obvious. Well, that's one. And, oh, you just press the freaking keys on the keyboard. Who knew? Alright, now we get to open this lovely thing. Oh, thought it would be grosser. Alright, little guy. Let's get you back home. Or, at least to the water horse. There we go. All four of the mylings. Do I get the key? You're going to give me key now, please? Okay. Terminator style. Thanks. Oi! You bastard! Give it back! Hello. Oh, the flame. What do I do with the flame? Flame. Where would I need a flame? Maybe that... Oh, maybe this. Because it's really dark in there. Come with me, flame. We have places to go and darkness to reveal. That music is very strange. right way. Ah, so I wonder if those trees are more of a map, like indicators. Because like that raven came and stole my key, and I have a feeling that we use this flame in this place, and it's probably that tree was indicating with the raven on it. Like, hey, this is the way to deal with the pesky raven. Hello. Oh. So which way is the right way? That looks bad. None of this looks good. None of this. Little wooden figures. I don't like it. Oh, and blood. That's a great sign. Oh, why is... Oh, dear. Okay. Okay, that's what we're supposed to do. What other creepy stuff is in here? Is that it? Okay. I guess we go up the ladder. Up, 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 up. Ta-da! Hooray! We did it. You... Give me my key. Oh, my. Hi! What the This game is so weird. Can I have it now? Oh, I never got the key to begin with. Is when I got it from the tree lady, it turned into water, which I'm guessing the water horse took it. And then after the water horse took it, the raven took it. And now I finally have the key, and I'm gonna write down this symbol because it's the last symbol. Okay, so we wrote down this rune symbol, and now we have the key, so we're gonna go ahead and take this key and unlock that cemetery door. Finally. Luckily this key emits light. Yay, not that. I wonder if there's anything this way. Besides creepy chunks of meat and other weird stuff. Oh. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, this music got really interesting. Unlock, please. Oh. Oh. Disintegration. Oh. Onward. Oh, hello. Interesting. These symbols look familiar. I'm glad I wrote them down. Okay. Not sure what those mean, though. Okay. Now, I seem to remember there being something in here. I saw the shapes of the items on the tree. And I wonder if there's more to that riddle than I first thought. Aha! There's the downward pitchfork with 2 dots. The downward pitchfork was the baby. So we're going to go ahead and mark these down because the clues are here. 3 dots for the upward. I think that's the raven. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure what that is. What's that? Alright, so I think I got the appropriate combinations for the symbols. Let's head back up to the cemetery and see if we do. So the child was 4 dots. The horse, I think, was just 1. The baby was 2. And the bird was 3? No. Alright, so I think I've got the right combination for these. According to the images in the dark cellar, I believe it is 2 for that, 2 for that, and 3. Aha! We were correct. Ooh. Why is the church hidden by such a puzzle, I wonder? Hiding the musician friend? Whoa. Oh, that's cool. It's a small church if I can... Whoa. Oh. The arrows appeared some sort of combination. Well, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do here yet. I do remember we still have that runestone thing to do. Maybe that has some bearing on what we're supposed to do there. Let's see if we can... Okay, so we have the 2 already done, so we have just 1 more, which goes... Oh. I guess that works. Oh. Write this down. Okay. Well, just as I thought, that did indeed have something to do, because if you remember on the church, there was little arrows pointing left or right, and like I was thinking, it was sort of like a combination. So now let's head back up to the church and put this into practice and see what creepiness that brings about. So put this where I can see it. It is left, right, left, right twice, then left and right. This is weird. Oh. In we go to the creepy church that you have to unlock by running around. Can you imagine if you were looking at me from like inside the church and you're just running around the church in circles, and then the door's open and you're like, oh, that's how you open the door. Scheiße. Hello, friend. Hi. Oh dear. What the frick? Why? I think we popped it. Oh. How dare you? You broke my screen. screen. You bastard! You pay for that. What do we do? Oh. What? Is this how you see the future? What in the world? Hi. It's too late now. What's too late? What in the world? What am I supposed to do with this? Just spin it really fast, it looks like. What the hell? This is so weird. Whoa, horse. Hi. I'm going through the symbols, apparently. It can't be changed. The future? It's gotta be. My house. So there's a specific order. Oh. I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, see, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haha! Puzzles! Little baby. He's a baby. The decision has already been made. I'll be the judge of that. So weird. Whoa. Interesting. It's just a strange concept. Bird! Raven! Bastard stole my key. You must stop coming here. Have I been here before? And the goat man. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is bizarre. I don't love you. Oh. Anymore. Oh. Oh. Springtime? How nice. Am I controlling? I am. Oh, I bet it's that girl you talked to. How sad. It sure is nice when it's not covered in snow. I mean, I like snow and all, but this is nice. It's less creepy. Do I just keep walking? Oh no. Oh no. Wow, okay. Not sure of the implications of that. Um, Not sure if that means you killed her or if she killed herself and you're trying to. Or maybe that's the future. That was always the future and you keep going back to get a glimpse of the future and to somehow change the future because that was what was going to happen and there's nothing you could do about it. Wow. I was not expecting that. I didn't really know what to expect from this game, but that was pretty deep in its own kind of weird kind of way. Very interesting. I love the folklore. The Swedish folklore is, I find, just increasingly satisfying, increasingly um, interesting, fascinating even. Um, so yeah, that's Year Walk. Not a very long game. I hope you guys enjoyed it though. Yeah, Year Walk. If you liked that video, hit that like button. Share. Whoa. Written it all down. There's more. Everything that happened. It can be changed. What? Deliver the message. The journal. The secret is hidden. North of the mill. What? South of the brook. Remember. A secret. North of the mill, south of the brook. Okay. Walk again. Okay. So yeah, that was Year Walk. Apparently there's maybe like a secret ending. Um, Not sure what that might be. It looks like maybe there's a way to actually change the future. I think I'm gonna, instead of ending this video here, I want to try to explore that and see what that is. So yeah, let's walk again real quick. Don't know if I have to go through the entire game again or what, but I will spare you guys that, and just if I find anything, I'll let you know. Okay, so what I've found out, that if you come to this wooden box again and go to your map, if you hover over certain parts of your map, you get a secret message. North of the mill, Theom 68, and then down here, 1894. So I wasn't sure what that meant exactly for this. It didn't really seem like it made any sense, but then I realized up here there's a button journal and it's locked. And if you click on it, username and password. So I wonder if it's those letters and numbers that we found. So I'm betting the username is Theo Elm 68 and the password 1894. Oh. Theodore's Posts. What is this? Hello, new system. Testing photo upload. It works. Should probably write here more often. Read about every book on Swedish folklore there is. Surprised how little has been written about year walking. Need more sources of information. Is this like a developer journal? Talked to ES. He suggested some field work might be good, but I feel that I might be 30 years too late. Been talking to elderly folks, eating cookies and drinking coffee. Their knowledge about year walking has been limited, to say the least. Barely any one of them knew what it was. If they did, they had heard stories as children but forgotten the details. Thinking ES sent me on a wild goose chase. Interviews at the retirement home. May I never grow old. The last interview was intriguing, if very brief. Talked to one Astrid Janssen. She was over 100 years old. Wow. Clear at times, did not know a lot about folklore, but she did claim that her grandfather's brother had once year walked. Sadly, she did not know his name. He had died many years before she was born. Might have to look into it. Her maiden name was Svensson, which leaves me with a lot of possibilities. She was born in Vidtorp, and I can only hope that her grandfather was as well. More interviews, nothing worth mentioning. Professor Asp called today. He hinted that the faculty wanted to take part in my research. Followed up on a visit to retirement home in the early 20th century, there were 6 households in Vidtorp with the surname Svensson, according to the church book. Astrid was born in 1913. Her grandfather was named Carl Frederick. He had 2 brothers. One died in 1942. The other brother, Daniel Svensson, died in 1895. Since Astrid said that her great-uncle died before she was born, Daniel is the one that supposedly year walked, a miller apprentice going to the library to check out newspapers tomorrow. This is interesting. Looked for reference of Daniel Svensson in old newspapers. I'm grasping at straws. Another day at the library, nothing of interest. Bored, about to give up. Excited, the newspaper finally mentioned a Daniel Svensson. He was apparently arrested for the murder of a young woman in Veltorp. Is this what the game is based off of? I don't read Swedish. Information is scarce. Her name was Stina Nielsen, and she was a miller's daughter. Her body was found in the field outside the village. She had been stabbed multiple times. The library should be open longer. Hope I can find any reference to his supposed year walk. Very interesting. The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently, Stina was going to marry a Lucas Taper. She was on her way home from Lucas's parents when she was intercepted by Daniel. She was found the following morning, just 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. After all, there is a great tragedy behind all of this. Wow. The press seemed to have lost interest in the case after a while. Found nothing today. Maybe ES can tell me something. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a lot of time in Vedtorp during the 60s when he studied folklore in the area. There had been a rather peculiar runestone that seemed to predate the Viking Age. ES claims that there was a definite connection between the symbols on the stone and year walking. He could not tell how. Want to check it out. Went to the library again, in case I missed something about Daniel. Indeed, I had. Found another article. Feeling upset and a little bit sad, borrowed the article just in case. Okay. Perhaps there was more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Vedtorp. Arrived in Vedtorp, in a small place. One street cuts through the village. It's rather a depressing place. To be fair, the weather would not do the place justice. The hotel is empty beside me, and a group of dog toy manufacturers who are a bit on the nosy side. Weird. Must ask chef for the veal recipe. Got a map from the hotel owner. Excited about the archive. Have the feeling that I will find something major. Just got back from the archive. An interesting place. Sadly, it's only open 4 hours a day. It's understandable since I was the only visitor. Possibly found the files I need tomorrow. Reading and lots of it. I knew it. The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve 1893, Daniel Svensson did indeed year walk. The court records refer to his year walk at several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden among these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded year walk. I hope I'm excused for borrowing the file from the archive. They gave me little choice since they are closed during the weekend. Could not sleep last night, too excited by the files. Much of the records are of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he would murder Stina after seeing it in a vision on his year walk. Sadly, the scribe had not bothered to take it all down and occasionally just refers to it as ramblings of a madman. Poor boy, there are certain elements that are new to me. I must write them down in detail later on. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin. Solsorsten is briefly mentioned in the protocol, which will ask about it. Hope it still exists. Oh, is that the wooden box? Drove around for hours in the forest today. These are woods to get lost in. Asked for the directions from every local. Most people never heard of the cabin. Was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt lived there till the 60s. From then it had 3 different owners that used it as a summer house until the mid 80s. The last family that owned the cabin only stayed there one summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby, and after that they never returned. Nobody has lived there since. The old man's nephew owned the land. I asked the old man if I could pay him a visit, or pay it a visit. He did not think there could be anyone in that would mind. So there's the cabin. Interesting. The cabin is situated deep into the forest. No sign, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where he started his year walk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought. Could not enter. It is a lonely place. The only other building I could find in the area was an underground storehouse. Guess it might have belonged to the cabin. It was too dark to see anything, but I imagined there would be anything of significance in there. On my way back to the car, I found this strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Seems to be in more or less mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Tonight I need whiskey, and lots of it. Went to Vedtorp Church today. It is a small white stone church built in the 12th century. The place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to the priest I met. He showed me around the premises. Put a bouquet of flowers on Steina's grave. Seemed appropriate. The almost unlikely somber epitaph read, in memory of our loving daughter, Stina Nelson, 1877-1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand. Good God. Depressing, no doubt. Searched for Daniel's grave, but there was no stone, and according to the priest, there probably never was. The gravestones E.S. told me about are gone. The priest is not sure where they are or when they disappeared. Weather has been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the county archive. Had trouble concentrating, trying to locate a photograph of Daniel Svensson, but no luck. The clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were moved from the regional archive back in 1976. Apparently there was another murder case in Vedtorp in the early 1890s. A Lisa Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in a creek. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little they owed, she drowned their children in a nearby creek. Good Lord. All files from that trial have been lost. Outrageous. Think I'm done with the archive. Been thinking a lot about that church. Strange day. The runestone E.S. talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station. He drew me a rather primitive map. It's quite primitive. Searched for the stone for a long time, almost gave up, found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it, had the strangest sensation of looking beyond. Beyond what? The feeling lasted for quite some time. Heading home tomorrow. Wish I had more time. The stone is old. Oh, there's a picture of it. That's cool. Might predate Christianity, but I fail to see how it's connected to year walking. Could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around it for a bit. It's a pretty church. Not remarkable, but there is something about it. I feel the church and the stone are connected somehow. Oh, there's the box. Is this going to tell me how to open the box, I wonder? Found the box when I unpacked. I'd almost forgotten about it. It seems to have some lock-like construction, but I've yet to understand exactly what it is or how to open it. It reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheel with the symbol suggests it's opened by entering a password. It must be old. Maybe E.S. knows something about it. Well, I hope so. Decided not to tell E.S. about the box. He might not appreciate that I took it with me. He's always nagging me about ethics. Blah, blah, blah. Busy week. Classes and meetings. This faculty is really getting in the way of my research. Feeling a bit strange. I have weird dreams ever since I came back from Vedtorp. That sucks. Odd dreams, says the raven in a bikini and underwear. Let's party, Theo, says the goat man. Wow, that's weird. Dreamt that I was just dreamt that I was in a vast wasteland. I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sands. Suddenly the sky lit up and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ear to never forget it. Oh, interesting. I'm going to write that down just because. Never forget. So, by writing it down, hopefully I will not forget. I asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones were withered and old. Woke up and had been feeling rather queasy ever since. Yeah. Yeah, we should say so. Read an account of a year walk by a man named Romedal in the old book I came over in a used bookshop. Romedal's story is a little more than a tall tale told by a drunken oaf. Most of them seem to be. Daniel's sticks out. It haunts me. Held a lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of the students. Why? It's interesting. Why would you ridicule anyone for it? Another strange dream. Was doing my homework. Was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil, and when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come inside. Creepy. The lamp burned out and everything went black. Woke up soaked in sweat. Okay. Hasten. Weird. Must remember to buy groceries. Probably a good idea. Filled with a box. I have no clue how to open it. Frustrating. There's a triangle. The constellation was a triangle. She said to remember it. Maybe that's part of it. What jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures the faculty members are, and they will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, and greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something that my hand has written. They would not understand anyway. The thought of what is inside that box is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references to anything about it, but I've found nothing that resembles it at all. Having more strange dreams. Something happened in those woods. Is year walking a mere vision quest? Are the visions brought on by a lack of light and food? ES believes so. Not so sure. Dreamt of the runestone. Was in the forest outside Vedtorp. Miss Bowman was walking up to me. I was very afraid. She said that I had been a bad boy and broken the rules. Before I could defend myself and tell her that I did not mean to be naughty, she withered into dust. Found myself in front of the runestone. The Grimm's eyes glowed at me and woke up. Creepy. I find myself thinking of the stone. What does it mean and how is it connected to year walking? What did people do in those woods? That's a good question. How long is this journal? That's another good question. Do not feel like sleeping tonight. Drinking coffee and watching TV. If I stay awake, those dreams will stay away. Could not understand much of my students' presentations today. Must sleep. Someone is watching me all the time. Got an email reminder to deliver the texts for the game. Wrote 7 or 8 pages. Hopefully it's enough. Waiting. Don't know for what. Have a feeling that something is on its way. Received an odd email today. That's one of the shapes. Got over 1,000 of these during last night. The emails seem to have stopped when the inbox was full. Don't know what it could mean. Maybe it's a prank by my students, but they seem too unimaginative to come up with something like this. Don't think it will end here. Is it some kind of threat? Called the priest, told him of my plight. He said that Vedtorp sometimes had a strange effect on people, but it rarely lasted. Do not think he understands. I was going to ask him about the box, but decided to hang up when he suggested I should see someone. How dare you? Woke up last night, heard baby screams from beneath the floorboards. Jesus. Panicked. Well, within reason. Managed to pry up some of the floorboards. The screaming stopped. Wow. The Watchers, the Night Raven, the Huldra, the Brook Horse, and the Church Grimm. There might be others, cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind, the Watchers, because they watch. That's what they do. But is it all they do? I don't know. Year walk. System error? Heck. Year walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye and someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. The Watchers are watching, but who are watching the Watchers? How can you bend time and space? Wow, this is getting weird. Got in a heated argument with ES. He is surprisingly scornful of my theories. Must remember that he is an old man and he might not be as open to new ideas any longer. He claims that it is impossible to gaze into the future. The future is not set. Nothing happens until it happens. Of course, it's impossible to look into the future according to logic, but I'm sure they are playing according to our rules. The Watchers are more than they appear, and less. They are real, yet they are unreal. They do not exist in the manner that this table and this chair exist. How do I know these things? They are my thoughts. Are they my thoughts? Am I writing this? I certainly did not draw this, but yet it's right there in my notebook. Weird. Watchers or antibodies? Okay. Daniel broke the rules and he was punished. Held another lecture. The last one for a long while, it seems. It's been decided that I need a break. But it matters not. I have more important things to do. I have been an idiot. Someone is playing with me. These shapes, it's the same as on the box. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I have received, but the box remains shut. There must be more coming. Ugh. Woke up last night. The telephone rang. Answered. Could not hear anyone. Hung up. It rang again. Answered. Could hear someone speak on the other side. Could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up. It kept ringing. Cut the cord. Bought whiskey. Bought food. People stare. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. I wish I had not cut the cord to my phone. Need to hear a human voice. Don't dare go out. At first, I didn't even notice. One of the paintings in my living room has been replaced with a creepy triangle hand guy. It must have happened during the 30 minutes I slept. Can I let my guard down? Someone was here or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? What? Boarded up the balcony and all the windows. Nothing can come in now, I hope. Oh. Shouldn't be possible, but someone was here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There was a knife on my kitchen table, old but sharp. I realize that the knife is his. We are connected. The church is central to this, and yet it is not. Perhaps the church itself is not important, but rather the energy of the place. Perhaps the gate is always there, but it's not a gate. Gates are meant to be open or closed. This is a rift in the fabric of the very existence of everything. But why allow it? Why does the universe, or God, or someone not shut the gate? If we're not meant to do it, why let us? That is a very good question. I can hear the heart of the universe beating. Ooh. What is happening? I feel like I worn under a big boot. I feel the shadow hanging over me, waiting to get crushed. She sings and I shall follow. She is trying to fool me, that I know, but I must get closer to her because then I get closer to the key that leads to the heart of it all. I didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me. Daniel survived all the watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress, brought the innocents to the pale hearse, unearthed the parasite, and finally faced the master of them all, but yet he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? He was doomed from the start. Am I doomed? Is the future set or can it be altered? What in the hell? Must help him. It's the right thing to do. There's a bond between us. Might have figured it out. 5 watchers, 5 symbols, which means there is one more coming. So tired. Can't seem to hold my thoughts for any period of time. Should probably eat more often, but I must resist. It's important that I come prepared. The heart beats stronger, but I will break it and see beyond everything. In the end, it was the nature of man that got Daniel. Must free myself of all desires. That's how they get to you. Can love really be a weakness, or is it a strength? And the poor girl just seems unfair. Is there anything I can do? If the future can be altered, why not the past? Am I playing the part of the fool in the cosmic play? And if so, to what purpose? Disconnected the microwave oven just in case. Okay. Feeling absolute terror at the possibility that there is no purpose, no rhyme, no reason to any of it. Why me? The only way I can help him is if I break the rules. It will come at a price, but what do I care if I can rise above it all? What? Saw her lifeless body. She is beautiful, even in death. Have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless, so cruel. Ready for anything. Don't care anymore. What? It's finally here. The last one. Woke up with this in my palm. Tried to wash it out. It's a tattoo. Tested them in all different kinds of combinations, but I could not figure out how to do it. I must sleep. I will open that box tomorrow. Of course, so simple. Rotate the wheel and release when the symbol aligns with the Grim in the order they were delivered to me. But why is it empty? So, I remember saying a triangle, a D, and a D. I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here, but it cannot have been he who sent me the password. It doesn't make sense. If the box was empty, it means it must be filled. I still do not understand who sent the symbols. If it was not the boy, then it must have been the Watchers. But why? Are they toying with us, helping us in some perverse, twisted way? From the get-go, he was doomed. They got him at the very thought of year walking, but I think the girl can be saved. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. I will leave it where I found it, where all this started. If my mind is set on this, does it mean that I am doomed too? The rift is open. It wants me to go through. Pack my things. I wonder if I will come back. And then some pictures of some of the locations in the game. Solstorston, it's cold here. I wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel. Only hours remain. It's midnight. And that's it. What does it mean? Okay, so let's try to open this, I guess. Huh. Definitely that. Okay, so I went back through the journal because I felt like there may have been more shapes that were being revealed, and I just wasn't realizing it because I was busy reading. And I indeed did find some more shapes. So I'm gonna give this a shot from what I wrote down. I think the first one is definitely the upside down triangle. And the second one is going to be this half a moon thing. And then there was a square. And indeed there was a right side up triangle. And then... oh. We opened the box. Oh. Daniel Sisson was executed at prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of a young Steina Nilsson last year. The death sentence has been criticized. Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. So he's a murderer and he was executed. It seems to have been problems discerning past from present and has visions of terrible creatures, something not uncommon among schizophrenics. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions and should be given treatment at an institution for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Dahlberg. This was his fourth execution last year. He was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa Rasmussen, who was charged with the murder of 4 infants in Vedrup, but who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security has been improved greatly since. Daniel Svensson was composed during the whole process. Besides the slightly shaking hands, so common among the criminal type, you could not tell Daniel from any other young men. He sobbed loudly once when he laid his head down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke, and it was over. According to the attending priest, Granath, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself, then none of this would have happened." Whoa, more. "You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been born, yet we have a connection beyond life, death, space, and time, the impossible made possible by year walking. But the Watchers always win. Even though you've not passed through the rift yet, they sense the urge, and they want their sacrifice. I wish there could be another way. I am sorry, but for her, there is still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do." Oh. Wow. Oh, guess we kill ourselves before we can kill the girl? Wow, holy crap. Wow, I was not expecting that. That was a lot of reading, so if you guys stuck around for all of that, I'm proud of you. It certainly it really ties the game together in a way that if you hadn't read it or heard it, it really wouldn't have as much impact as it did. That is a really, really good game. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna stick around for the end of these credits just to see if there's anything else. So yeah, we'll just do that real quick. The end. It doesn't look like there's any more. Yeah, so there you have it. Year Walk. I don't know if there's any more endings or not. I will walk again. Like I said, I don't know if there's any more endings that I don't know about. If there is and you guys know about it, tell me about it in the comments. I may do a little bit of research on my own to see if there is indeed another ending or any more secrets to the game. But for now, I'm definitely going to end this episode and this series. That was the end of the game as far as we're concerned at this time. So yeah, like I was starting to say before the secret ending, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. Tell me about it in the comments below. Share your thoughts with this game, and did it mean anything to you? Did it have any significance? I thought it was really great. I really enjoyed it. I love almost anything that has to do with like space-time. It kind of had this like Donnie Darko vibe to it, which was really cool. I really like that. If you like this video, hit that like button. Tell me about it in the comments below. Share this video and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel so you can see more really cool stuff like this. And on that note, you've been awesome. Let's play again soon. I'll see you in the next video.